Welcome to my video. In this video, I will show you how to create your very own Pom Pom Rug. It is quick, easy, and affordable, and it truly lights up any room, a bathroom, bedroom, or dorm. The materials needed to create your very own Pom Pom Rug are rolls of yarn. In this case, I chose 5 different colors of yarn. I chose my favorite colors, but you can choose whatever color you want for your rug or how many different types of rolls that you want. I chose 5, and the colors I chose were lime green, yellow, hot pink, turquoise, and a multicolored roll. These rolls of yarn can be found at a local craft store, such as at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They are very affordable and cheap, therefore making this a very inexpensive project. The next material that you will need are crafting scissors. Crafting scissors are very important because they easily cut through the yarn. The final material is the cabinet liner. The cabinet liner will be used as our rug. Therefore, you can just stick your pom-pom onto the rug and tie it at the end. It is also very inexpensive and can be found at Walmart. Next, you must create your pom-poms. The first step in creating your pom-poms is deciding on the color you want to make your pom-poms out of. In this case, I want to make my pom-poms out of the hot pink roll of yarn. So, I get my hot pink roll of yarn, and I start to pull out strands of the yarn. To make the pom-pom, you will only need yarn and your fingertips. So, you are going to grab the yarn and gently place it over your fingertips. You are going to twist the yarn over and over your fingertips. It is very important to keep your fingertips slightly apart so that you don't create a very small and tight pom-pom. After you've noticed that you've created a tiny little bundle, you can speed up the process, doing this quicker and quicker. Always remember not to twist the yarn very tightly over your fingers because you do not want to cut off the circulation in your fingers. So you are going to continue to twist and twist the yarn over your fingers. There was no exact measurement of how many times you need to go over your fingers. What I base myself off is how thick the bundle begins to look like. Right now the bundle looks slightly thick, but I want to create it very thick. So I'm going to keep untwisting my yarn over my fingertips. I do this about 50 times or so. Then my bundle begins to look fuller and thicker. After this, I start noticing that my bundle is getting thick. So I know that I must stop. I wrap it around a couple more times, and then I cut off the strand of yarn. Now my bundle is around my fingertips, and it is cut off from the roll. The next step is to gently take the bundle off my fingers. You must do this very carefully, because if you do it roughly, the little bundle can start to fall apart. So I am gently taking it off my fingertips. Now I am going to place the little bundle on a flat surface like so. The next step is to get a strand of yarn the same color that I had done my bundle of. So I'm getting my hot pink strand, and I am going to clip it off. I'm going to use about a foot or so of yarn. Now I have my bundle. I am going to place my strand on a flat surface as well. I am going to grab my bundle and I'm going to place it directly on top of my strand, keeping my bundle together and placing it down the center. I am going to grab the strands of the yarn and I am going to tie a knot directly down the center of my bundle. Always make sure that you secure the knot. Do this tightly so that your pom-pom does not fall apart. I always double knot it, but it is your choice. You can double knot it, triple knot it, doesn't matter. I always stick to double knotting it. Now you will end up with this. It looks like a little bow and it has two strands hanging out. Leave the strands alone. Do not mess with them because they will be needed later. So now you have a little bow-like figure. And you notice how your yarn now is in little hoops, like tiny little rings. You must get your crafting scissors and cut through the rings. Remember, do not cut through the knot. Do not cut this long strands. Just cut through the hoops. So after you cut through the hoops, you start noticing that your bundle starts to look like a pom-pom. Always go back and make sure that you've cut through all the hoops. You don't want to leave none of the hoops there. Next, you move to the opposite side, and you do the same. You cut through the hoops. Make sure you get all the hoops. You can always go back and cut through the hoops if you notice that you missed one or you missed two. Afterwards, you start seeing a pom-pom figure, but it looks a little crazy. There's some strands sticking out in awkward places. One strand is longer than the other, so this requires trimming. You need to start trimming your pom-pom. So you grab your pom-pom and you start looking at the strands that stick out and you start clipping them off. You are like giving your little pom-pom a haircut or trimming a little bush. Clip away. You can style your pom-pom in the way you like. You can leave some pieces longer or some pieces shorter. That is your choice. You can style your pom-pom however you'd like. I am simply just clipping away the strands that stick out. I want my pom-pom to look the same all over. So, after I am done clipping, I am going to get my pom-pom and start to fluff it out. I don't want my pom-pom to look sparse in any area. I want it to look full, so I just fluff it out. Now you will notice that you have a pom-pom, and you have your two strands. Your two strands are very important because they will be used to tie your pom-pom to your mat. The amount of pom-poms depend on the size of mat that you are going to create. In my case, I am creating a mat that is 4 feet in length and 1.5 feet in width, so I must create roughly around 60 pom-poms. Now I will show you how to secure your pom-pom in place. As you can tell, this rug has many little holes, which is perfect because you have your two strands and you must secure them. So, you choose a spot on your rug, wherever it may be. It is your choice. In this case, I wanted to accompany the pink pom-pom. So, I am going to get the two strands and stick them through a little hole. You can do this by using simply your fingers, or if you need the extra help, you can use your crafting scissors. Next, you need to put the next strand through a hole. Once you've done so, you're going to flip the mat over. You can see how your two strands are sticking out. You then tie them in a little knot. And always remember to double knot them to secure their spot. Next, your pom-pom is securely in place. In this step, you can fluff your pom-pom out. And if you see that you want to trim your pom-pom, all you need to do is get your scissors and trim them. You can repeat the steps and start placing your pom-poms throughout the rug so that you can start filling it up. This is the final product after I have secured all the pom-poms in its place. It is a beautiful rug and it is very comfortable. It is perfect for a bedroom, dorm, or living room.